Hello! Today I'm excited to share this new blank that I found. A blank, for those of you who don't tie-dye very often, is just a new piece of fabric or thing to dye. It's a new blank to dye. And this one is a hoodie by Toltex, and it's 80% cotton and 20% polyester. And so I was really excited to try TDS on it, and then I also have one coming up where I did geodes on it. Basically, spoiler alert, I love these. They take the color so well. They are so soft. So highly recommend these ones. I'll link them below. But anyway, so I just kind of scrunched it up. I put it in some magic tracks. That's what is around the edge. And then I put the ice on top. And this first color I'm using is Marigold. This is a colorway I've been kind of using. This next one's Tangerine. That turned out really cool the first time I used it, and ever since I've used it, I haven't got the same result. It's still cool, but I did one with a quarter fold with this, and it turned out so rad, but I haven't been able to make it look like that since. But that's okay. This still turned out pretty cool. Then I used the color Coral Pink. And then the next color I used was Denim Borealis. This was a special edition color. It's just a really pretty, rich blue. And then the last color I used is called Spanish Lavender. This is a purple but splits blue. And this was a special edition color, but it's very similar to Sweet Pea. And then I'm putting it on an incline in a tote here. Just trying to be careful not to drop all the ice out at the bottom. And then you're going to want to keep applying ice until you can see the color go through the bottom, all the way through the bottom. Another thing I should have mentioned is I dyed this inside out, which is an important step to make sure that the front and the back of the hoodie look the most alike. So anyway, here I'm rinsing it in cool water, just doing my best to get out as much as I can. These hoodies hold so much excess dye because they hold it in the polyester fleece. And so they take quite a while to rinse out, but it's worth it if you really take the time so that the colors don't bleed onto each other. After I've rinsed it out with cool water as best I can, I bump the water up to hot, and I do the same thing. You'll see even more dye come out when you do that. One thing I like to do with hoodies is I rinse out the hood, then I do the sleeves, then I do the trunk of the body. So I kind of do it in those 4 different sections. And then here I'm using some Dawn dish soap. That just gets out even more excess dye. After I do this, I put it in the washing machine on hot. I highly suggest when you wash it with something like a towel or something like that, so that the washer is balanced. Because if you just put the hoodie in there by itself, the washer doesn't ever fully wring it out. It'll come out sopping wet. At least that's what mine does. So I always, when I'm rinsing out hoodies, I have to wash it with a towel of some sort. And here's the final result. Like I said, this hoodie is probably my new favorite dye blank. And I got one of every size because I had to just keep playing around with it. So stay tuned. I've got a lot more coming up with this blank, and we'll talk to you soon.